let's go ahead. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the February 14th, 2025 Capital Planning Committee meeting. At this point, I'd like to call the meeting to order. Roll call.
Carolyn Bazika here.
Carol Hoffs is present.
Mark Hussey.
Does anybody have the time?
It is at 4:01. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I don't see that we have any members that are remote at this time. So I'd like to announce that the meeting's being recorded and uploaded to YouTube. And I ask if anyone else is recording. Not hearing anything. I'll take that as a no. We'll move on to additions or deletions. At this time, I don't have any. Oh, here comes Veronica.
I made it.
That's all right. That's all right. Better late than never. Thank you.
Yeah. Did everybody? Natalie had sent me a message.
Yeah, I don't expect her.
I had sent to Sabrina. I didn't have people's emails in my town email. Anyway.
Oh, I got the email. I don't know if you girls did.
Yeah, I saw
forwarded
the
it
email
to Sabrina and asked her to send it on.
Yeah.
All I got was the phase clauses about the different phases of, concern. I didn't get anything that.
About Natalie not coming?
I got that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
That's the only thing I got.
Send out agendas too.
Oh, we did.
Oh, I sent it to the town clerk. Maybe it was my responsibility to move it forward, and I apologize
Oh,
for
okay.
that.
All right, that's fine.
Okay, so Veronica has joined us.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have no additions or deletions. Does anyone else?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Okay. I have 1.4, review and approve the meeting.
Yep.
Is somebody talking to us? Is that Natalie?
No.
Lisa
Oh,
Struthers.
Lisa
and
Struthers.
David Jones.
Okay,
Sorry.
Discipline.
that's all right.
That's okay.
Okay, review and approve the meeting minutes for 2/7. Has everyone looked at those? If not, I do have a copy for people to look at.
Were they sent to us?
Sabrina sent them out. I got a copy.
Oh, did she? I didn't get a call.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
sent them out?
I said,
Oh, do you need to review them?
I don't need to.
Okay.
When did you send them?
No, I only sent it to you and Geraldine because I didn't
I
really,
didn't
I don't
get
think
them.
I had anybody else's
Happy Valentine's
email.
Day.
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day, Callie.
Yeah, I do have copies. Was it my responsibility to send those also?
Yes. Well, how does that work?
You tell me, you're the
Have an
selectman.
And not break open meeting law. I guess you can just BCC us and don't comment, just FYI.
Yeah, all right.
And that would be fine. It's only if you comment.
Oh, you got the agenda. I'm sorry. Did you get an agenda?
I
You have an
got the
agenda?
You
agenda.
have one, yes,
Now, the
I
meeting
can.
minutes are right here.
Yeah, I have got nothing from capital planning other than what Natalie sent
Mhm.
this morning. That was it.
Did you get them? Well, it was kind of a thrown together
I think I
committee
did,
at
yeah.
7, so we'll make it through.
Well, I'll make a motion that we accept the minutes for February 7th.
Is there a second?
Second,
Any discussion?
they look good to
Look
me.
good.
Okay, all right. I wasn't in attendance, but I did see the meeting. I've gone over them myself. Let's vote.
Carol Hoffs says yes.
Carolyn Bazika, yes.
Veronica Kelly, yes?
And Mark Hussey, yes. Okay. Moving on to 2.1. Again, I wasn't present and I apologize at the last meeting, but it looked like we were going to set up times and there was going to be a schedule of department heads to come in. I do see the water department in attendance.
Had Sabrina set up dates already?
There was nothing. I think it was
Well, how did Dave know to come? Did he get his?
well, I think that everybody was going to get notified and maybe
This-
Dave.
I can tell you that this is a date that I picked
Oh.
when
Oh,
Sabrina
Right,
asked
so
me.
everyone got notification, pick a time and rate your preferences.
Which is what we did last time, and I had.
Right,
emailed
right.
Sabrina.
But just, so you got an email from Sabrina notifying you of that?
Yes, and I wrote back that if this was one of the days, and I wrote back, this is the day that the water department wanted.
Okay, I'm sure we can get to you right away. I don't see anybody else in line. Okay, we'll have to, see who else responds, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so we need to see water, fire, police,
Highway.
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 We didn't get anything
I've
from
got 'em
Roger, but I don't.
No, I didn't get anything from water either.
No, not water, Roger.
Cemetery and.
Cemetery, right. The only ones that, I have a response from is, the police and fire and the highway.
Oh, so you have, okay,
Okay,
police, fire, okay.
unless anyone else has anything else.
That's what I see in the SharePoint. I see
Yeah.
Okay,
highway, police. I don't see fire, and it could be this.
I did get fired. That was a different email
Okay.
from Sabrina. So,
Things in the right place.
again, I don't have anything on water. And I
Dave, sure, we
entertain,
might have-
right. So you guys, are you aware of what they're looking for? Or-
No, Dave?
Okay. Should we, let Dave start in? Dave, the floor is yours.
All right, we have two things. This year, where the Massachusetts DP has mandated that we have to do a cybersecurity assessment and emergency response plan for cybersecurity. And we need $12,000 for that out of free cash or other.
Before we go forward, Dave, can I just ask a question? Did you fill out any forms yet that have not been submitted? We don't have anything.
Right. This is, I haven't gotten any forms because
Okay.
they just asked me for a date and I gave them. So this is kind of a pretty much.
Normally, the way you guys submit your capital requests,
Right.
is that going to be forthcoming?
Yes.
Okay.
With the exact quotes.
Okay, perfect.
And what was the other?
They just weren't ready for today.
Right, so cybersecurity was 12,000. What was the other?
That was the first one. The second
Okay.
one is $60,000 to redo the hydraulic study and master plan. As you know, we've done a lot of work. Our 10-year master plan that we had in 2021 has been completely cleared and expended. So that means everything has been done. So we've done that in just over 3 years. And the other thing that happened is with the treatment plant and the looping water main, it has now changed the entire hydraulics of the water system. So it's going to change the fire flows. It's going to, for the fire department, it's going to change the fire flows, how much water they're going to get out of each hydrant. And there's areas that have never had hydrants before.
So Dave, you're asking only for funding for the hydraulic study within the master plan. What are the years in the master plan? Like, I know you say you finished all.
No, we have to redo a new master plan with a new hydraulic study and a.
It's both.
It's all included.
The whole master plan is
Right.
being done. And what years will that cover? How many years will it cover?
10.
Oh, 10 years. So
Right.
the 2021 master plan covered 10 years as well.
It would have, but unfortunately, I was too ambitious and I completed all the task.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Those were my questions. I do want to know what the.
And a couple of those things that are going to be besides the hydraulic study is the Lunenburg tank from going up Old Battery Road to Lunenburg Road to the town line on Lunenburg Road to Old City to Fitchburg Road.
Give me that loop again. Old Battery.
Old Battery
Okay.
to Lunenburg Road at the intersection of Blood Road, that's that, booster pump. That,
The one that you have the easement for, that we
Right.
need to record.
right,
Yeah,
up
okay,
Lunenburg Road to the top of the hill where the fire tower is, that's all owned by the water department, to the, Lunenburg line, down Old City to Fitchburg Road. That's,
Where's the easement?
it's on the Housing Trust property at the corner of Blood Road and, West Elm,
Oh, okay. I didn't know
also
that.
known as Lunenburg
Is that-
Road, depending on what part you're in.
Yeah.
Right,
Is that-
right.
Is that something new? No.
The easement, when did we grant that easement, Dave? It's probably been year and a half. It was in the fall.
spring of 2020, it was fall of 23,
Fall of 23, right.
Right.
So it's.
Right after we switched, our current building over to you.
Yeah, okay.
And that, just so you know, that's also cleared out, that building.
Is that the piece of?
You're
property?
out of the building completely?
We're out of the building.
It's up
Oh,
for sale.
thank you.
No, that's the old, that's up in West Townsend. The,
Blood Road Extension.
Right, but is
the
that?
building
piece
for
of property
sale is up in
sale?
West Townsend,
Yes, the one, it's on 119
Right,
in
just
West
before Willard
Townsend.
Brook.
okay,
The one, it's by the store.
okay, yes, I
That,
do
you know,
know.
right before that.
Okay, thank you.
Dave, I know a question was asked about funding for these two projects that we just looked at. Or
That's
you just-
from retained earnings or other, where there's other money coming into the water department that is, earmarked for PFOS or, and,
The settlement money?
the settlement money.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that has to
I'm
be
sorry,
used,
I'm not privy to the settlement money. What is
I
that?
don't.
but we did a lawsuit. And the first part of the settlement is gonna, we're not quite sure, but probably about $4 or $5 million for the first payment. And then this could be as much as 46 million.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
Wow.
lot.
Yeah,
So,
Right, it has to be,
It's wonderful for the water department to get water in town, infrastructure and what needs to be done.
now,
Mhm.
what some of the things you could do with the money, we could pay off the building. We can add new water mains because there's a direct link between septic systems and wells have been being contaminated by PFOS, up to 76% of them, that we can put new mains down under the PFOS remediation. So in the end,
Will that money be used to actually expand the system to areas that don't have water?
if they have wells and septic systems, yes.
So
I like
it
that.
could
I like
be
that.
all town.
Yeah. I like that. Okay, thank
There's
you.
1,200 residents up on that Lunenburg Road Hill.
Well,
So,
you mentioned Old Battery, and I know there's only one house that has it on Old Battery.
right, we won't be reusing that main, it's too small.
No, I understand that, yeah.
So that'd be a 12-inch main going up Old Battery.
So it's
Right.
expanding the main.
Right, and there's also a possibility of tying into with Lunenburg to sell them water,
Yeah. Yeah,
because they've asked to purchase water from us.
got it.
Remember, once you take water from us.
That's what he was mentioning, yeah.
It's been
So what else do you have, Dave?
That is it.
Really?
So it's a total of 72,000.
Yeah,
So the 60K is from
The
water
hydraulic.
funds
Retain earnings.
and, but that's isn't that part of the enterprise fund?
Correct. That is
Okay.
correct. And so isn't the 12,000.
The
The
12,000 as well?
right, it's retained earnings or other. The master plan can get paid for by the lawsuit if it comes in time.
Okay. So
But-
not free cash. There's no free cash
Right,
involved.
and the water department, it's not free cash, it's retained earnings.
Retained earnings. I thought he said free cash. That's what I.
Oh,
wrote
no,
down
no.
earlier. Okay,
Technically, the water department doesn't have free cash. It's called retained earnings because
Okay.
the enterprise fund.
right. All right.
Wonderful.
Okay. Let me see.
No, go ahead if you got a question.
So you're gonna write these up on the required forms for capital?
Yes.
So that we have them
Right.
for the record?
Yeah,
Right.
And when we vote, we have something to look at. and refer
exactly,
to.
exactly.
Right. It'll be much better. This is Tuesday I'm getting from the Ty and Bond the complete quote, and I'll have it all written up from that quote, and the same thing with the cybersecurity, and I'll have it all done in the forms.
Okay, thank you.
Excellent. Thank you for being so proactive.
Can I ask?
And I will tell you, I am not going to take a 10-year plan and do it in 3 years ago.
Good plan. Just take it a little easier.
That's right.
So Dave.
I am in my mid-60s.
I have a question about the timing of the Lunenburg route.
Yes.
When will water be available to the parcel that the Housing Trust has then? That parcel that the easement is on?
I can tell you, definitely within 5 years. Or sooner. It could be much sooner. It will also make that value of that property much higher. It'll probably double or triple the value of that property.
We have a concept plan for an affordable housing. I'm gonna present it at the select board meeting on Tuesday. So it's still, it'll be several years out till we have anything in the ground there, but I was just curious at the time to see how it meshed up.
Right. So what I'll do is I'll knowing that on the intersection of Blood and West Elm, I'll drop an 8-inch stub going up Blood Road for that project and other residents.
Okay, it's concept only. But,
Yeah, but it's a lot cheaper to do it now than to dig up a hole. When you're digging the trench, you're already there. So we probably can save half the cost of putting that T in.
Okay.
But we'll put the T in and get it off the road. So that'll be all ready.
Okay, we'll stay in touch. We'll probably
Okay.
want to talk to you at some point. So, okay, thank you.
Anyone else have
Thank
any
you.
questions?
Oh, that was pretty thorough.
Absolutely. Again, thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
Good job.
You're welcome. And don't forget to come for a tour.
Oh,
If you
absolutely.
want to come see the building, it is an incredible building. There's a lot more to it than people think it was.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
perfect.
And
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have a good
Thanks,
night.
Dave.
Nice.
You too. Thank you. Now I got to go take care of my wife. It's Valentine's Day.
It is, definitely.
All right, well, that was good.
So is he on the phone?
I'm sorry.
Is he the only person for today?
Again, there is, I don't know who's actually, maybe I'll talk to Sabrina and see,
She's at the library.
huh?
She's at the library.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm sure there's nothing tonight, but, who are people responding to? Maybe they should respond to me, maybe they should respond to her. I don't know. I don't know how it was set up, so.
What did I send? I sent this last week.
I thought, I was gonna say, I remember you sending something.
Yeah,
Did you send it to everyone?
I don't know. I don't have everybody's email.
No, I mean, as far as the department heads.
No, I asked
Yeah.
Sabrina to
I think
do it.
Right, so who were they responding to? Her?
Probably
I guess we may have to,
capital planning request to departments. That's
right. But I've found over the years, and I'm sure we're all aware, is sometimes they don't respond, and I don't know if somebody gotta wrestle them up or whatever.
I don't know, well, it's their department, it's their equipment, they ought to be.
Well, it makes it difficult for us to discuss the projects and make any
Sure it does.
recommendations.
Especially you don't know where-
there's no, whatever. All right, so it looks like we have nothing else going on tonight. I don't know how you ladies feel. Should we go through what is coming up, what has been requested from each department? I have a sheet.
You have that?
I do.
Oh, I think we should.
Okay, and just if we have any questions, I have what the police department did send. I do have what the fire department sent and the highway department.
Okay, I think we should go. over that.
So let's take a quick look while we're here, not waste time.
Okay.
Well, I've got this here. I don't know if you've got that.
I have what's in the SharePoint.
Oh, I have what's,
Or did you get it out of the SharePoint?
I got this from Sabrina and it's showing 24
Oh, I
through
guess these are the
28.
same.
Oh, that's probably,
It's the same?
that was
No,
that
these two are
email.
the.
Right, so is that
Yeah.
updated? Do you have something
Yeah,
better?
but I'm not sure that's the same one he's
That's the same
got.
one you have?
Oh, is that this one?
Okay.
Maybe it's.
It's this one here, girls.
Oh, that
I
one.
don't have that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was Sabrina who sent that out. I may have, I don't know if I made
See, that's
copies
the
of
thing is
that.
I'm not.
Oh,
sending-
here.
Okay,
Oh, this is my one from scratching from last
all
week.
right.
All right, so I'll
So-
just keep scratching for this
Okay,
week.
okay.
Right, I quickly looked at it. A lot of it, especially with the highway department, are the leases as we move on.
Mhm.
There is a new request in there also. I got backup for that here. If you guys don't. Yeah. So do we want to start at the Conservation Commission and work our way down?
Sure.
Start at the top, Conservation Commission. This
I
year is asking for the $50
And I
for,
think that last meeting, we said that
$50.
probably should be used. we
that
moved
should
to
be
the
part of their,
budget.
their
Yeah,
own
budget.
budget.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it's
what-
under the required amount.
What is it?
It's $50 for the tablet data plan.
We should even, that should
Come
be in
here, come
their
here,
budget.
yeah.
Yeah,
That should
it's
be in their
under the
budget.
required amount for capital to
Yeah,
start
that
with,
was
so.
from the auger
purchase.
and the tablets and all that from way back
Yeah,
when.
yeah, okay,
And I
so,
think it just got,
yeah, we don't want to do that, is what my impression is from
No, we don't.
everyone. Okay, then we move down a highway, the loader, I-28 loader rebuild motor and new transmission. I don't see that in,
what,
I
what,
thought he wanted a new dump truck.
what department is that?
that's highway.
Well, he
Okay,
wanted the
I
new
had a
dump.
highway capital plan.
I got 31-1 and 295. That's it for two items on the capital plan updated for 26. 31,000 for a fourth payment on a 5-year lease. And then he's asking for a 6-wheel dump truck with plow and sander for 295. So this list we're working off of,
Yeah,
Right
that's
now
what
is
I have.
not- yeah, so let's work off of that from the highway.
Well, I know he is asking for the dump truck down, actually, I went down. so-
Right, now the 31-1 is a no-brainer. It's the fourth payment on a 5-year
Right.
lease. That has to go.
Mhm.
The 295 for a 6-wheel dump truck with plow and sander.
Is it the third payment? Cause I have the.
Fourth payment, my mistake, fourth payment.
Well, no, it might be the third, but there is a fourth, FY 2027, 31-1.
That would be the fifth payment.
27.
Is it?
Yeah, my mistake. 26 is the fourth payment on a 5-year lease,
Okay,
okay? And then the fifth payment comes in 27,
okay.
all right? So he's asking along this year for $295,000 for a truck plow with sander, 6-wheel. His backup is.
So that
truck-
should be 295 instead of
I got
240.
240.
I have
I
295
have
here.
295 as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
295,
okay.
It should
Because
be
the plan I think
295.
you girls are looking off of is not updated,
Okay,
Okay,
Yeah.
okay? All right,
Okay.
because he's asking for other items that are not on my
Oh.
list.
okay.
Okay.
so we want the truck and what else?
Yeah, so the 6-wheel dump truck with plow and sander. The justification is 23 years old, truck has met its full useful life, treating roads and plowing puts an extreme amount of wear and tear on these trucks. Maintenance does not increase as truck ages, does increase, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Rust becomes a major issue due to its use. State vehicle inspections are getting costly and becoming difficult to pass. I think the justification is there, but I guess I should have asked before we even started this meeting or beginning of this meeting, Veronica, do you know how much money we have for capital?
We have nothing in capital right now.
Okay,
That, if
Okay.
we do, it's a small.
so
amount.
everything's pretty much gonna come out of free cash,
I will, that is.
like it
right.
has many years,
Yes.
for several years,
Yes.
which is not, I hate that. I hate
It's
that.
only if there's anything that was, not
Left over,
purchased.
yeah.
You know, from
Yeah.
what was approved
Yeah.
at town meeting.
Will you make
Okay.
copies of
So I
those
can check on
for
that if
next
you
trip-
want me
for
to,
next
Mark.
week?
Yes,
We don't
I have them all, I should have brought my
That's
computer,
all right.
okay.
No problem.
So how does money
Printed
get
out
into the
working on it.
capital?
There is no budget item for the capital.
So how does money ever get into
Money
it?
used to get in there from, I don't know, we,
Free cash, and we used to build it up every year.
yeah, right,
But since we've had to pay more for schools over the years, that money hasn't been available
right.
for,
Mm-hmm.
for capital,
Okay,
which is a problem, but
which is the problem
there's a
with
lot
the
of problems.
stabilization fund too, is not putting the money into the stabilization fund.
Correct.
We're not backfilling when we've taken out.
Yeah.
So,
We're running rampant. We have been for years. It's,
so we've been pretty good at
We've
not
been-
hitting stabilization. We've hit it twice
Yeah.
in the past, I think 5 fiscal years. But, anyway, I will check on if there is anything in capital.
What else did he?
yeah, there never has been before, for really,
I know.
to as long as I've been with Capital, at least.
What
So.
was his other item that he wanted?
He wanted 295,000 for the 6-wheel dump truck
Right, and what else?
and the 31-1, which we have to honor
We have to because.
because that's the fourth payment of a 5-year lease on a
Lease.
loader.
Yeah.
So
we have to have the 30.
Right. We do not need to start thinking about replacing trucks there, though. We replace a lot of vehicles throughout our fleets, whether it's police, fire.
Well, we absolutely should be doing this, but,
Actually, I was down there probably 2 or 3 weeks ago and it's touching.
Yeah, I mean, I see coming up the salt sheds already, the roofs.
I see that. Is that for a different?
That's
year?
for next year, I think, Veronica. If,
So
let me
this,
see,
no,
27, 31,
FY 28, maybe,
yeah, maybe it was
or
28.
29. Salt shed, it's hard to follow these lines. I think it's 29.
125, yeah.
That's for an FY.
Yeah, shed repairs is in 29.
Yeah.
Okay, along with, he's got other 6-wheelers coming up. I guess, I know we bought just recently, last year for 180,000, two plow sand trucks, and I think they were not 6-wheel because of CDL, am I correct?
That's correct, but he said that they were.
So why do we have to have 6 wheels too?
Well, some of the areas we probably do, but
Yeah,
we're fortunate to have those two smaller trucks.
right. Oh, no, absolutely. I've
But-
seen
but
them in
there is-
action. They're pretty
but There
good.
is area that does need the stick wheel.
Yeah, but I see his request comes up for a couple of years later too, to replace it looks
these
like 3 of
things
them.
That can't be leased, meaning we can't like break it out from,
It says cost of purchase or annual lease.
but it doesn't break it out.
No, but it does not break it out.
It would be good to break it out,
Maybe we
If
should
we were doing
request that
lease.
then.
just because I don't know that, I'm just thinking of what we have in free cash, and I don't know that 295 is doable.
Yeah, I mean, and this
But
is
we
just
might
one
be
item.
able to, I certainly think it's better to purchase it outright, but if we need it and we can't get it another way.
Okay, I'll get in touch with him and ask him if he can lease this 6-wheeler and, break it down. Okay. Anybody else have any comments on the Highway 2 projects here? Okay, then maybe we should move down to facilities.
Oh.
And they have nothing.
Yeah, I
Well,
have
they
nothing
need
in
everything.
facilities.
And I have nothing that they're asking, requesting though.
Wow. Well, if you look around this building, there's quite a bit that they.
Oh, no, I get it, but we need to, hear from
Right,
the department head on what his thoughts are. Okay, so fire department brings us down to the protective bunker gear. I don't know what that is. I'm just curious. I mean,
I'm just going
what is it called?
Protective bunker gear replacement.
Let's see,
Right there.
protective bunker gear.
780. Oh no, that's the
Is that something they
Truck.
keep? the,
135. I'm sorry.
There's something they keep their,
Do you see
Fire
that?
clothes in or something?
Capital?
Yeah, it's 135. It's
well, see, he
three.
should be here for that too.
Yeah, we need-
Let me go to summary form, maybe it's on there.
Bunker gear. I don't remember seeing a form for that.
Oh, I actually have the backup here too, probably.
Let's see, a summary form. That's the vehicle leases.
No, fire department.
Oh, fire.
Mhm.
I don't have fire.
I didn't see it on here.
It's not in the share.
Okay. I've got it a couple times here. It's on this.
Because
I
it's
don't
not
see
on,
it.
oh, on the line, no, it
Do
should
you
be
need
here.
more copies? Do you guys have it?
I might have made it.
No,
That's
Usually,
fine.
it's one of 2026. So it should have been on this phone, because this is supposed to be the 26, whatever, summary phone.
Right here.
Do you want me to go and make copies? Do you guys need copies of it?
Is
Is
that
I thought
Fire?
everybody had that. That was all from what Sabrina sent us. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, is it more than just those couple of items?
No, it's
No, that's
probably, yeah.
That's it.
Other than that, it's police, I think, after that, and we've all got that, I thought.
No, I don't, oh yeah, police is at the bottom.
Right.
Water was next.
Okay, this is good then.
Okay, so we need to talk to the chief. What is this protective gear?
Yeah, it's a lot of
Well,
money.
what's the bunker?
Bunker gear.
Bunker gear.
But that's the only thing, right?
That's all he has that I can see on here.
But this is not, this big
And what's
gear
the
isn't
total,
correct
seven
either.
ninety-five?
Which one is it?
785.
Where's-
Oh, no, 135.
130.
135, yes.
Oh, to replace the engine, it's more than that.
Yeah, it's more than the 800,000.
Yeah, so that number.
Yeah,
what?
I noticed that.
Yeah,
What's up with that?
But that's last year, right? That was already approved 2
25.
years ago.
Right, but the price was
2025.
the price is going up,
increased,
but
right?
the one on 27 though, that's not. a
Isn't this the
realistic
one with
price.
the 86,000 increase?
It's both of them. So it's 22
yeah.
and 23.
Yeah.
So it's an increase on both of them that they, in their head, split between the two. So it's 40 something.
So it is 40 each.
Right.
Yes, but they say they're applying it to the first one.
I don't understand that.
And they have given us an additional year of warranty.
Okay.
So,
I just have a general question, probably has something to do with this. When the town writes a contract or puts out a contract, before they sign a contract, does legal counsel always review all the contracts
usually, yeah,
all the time for every contract?
usually, yeah.
Not usually, every time.
Well, it depends. If it's for, not if they're gonna like spray the building for mice or
Okay,
whatever.
all right.
That
In
doesn't
an
yeah.
instance,
review.
like,
Okay,
But
the
if
fire
it's
truck
like
they do,
this,
right?
they
Yeah.
do.
so was
Okay.
there really a clause in there that said they could do that? I read it and I could not see that.
no, there really isn't, there isn't, we went
not
through
that
that.
I'm a
We won't go-
contract
We already
or a lawyer.
went
We're-
through, yeah, we already
Nelson
went
is
through.
looking into this.
It's, yeah,
What's he
But-
looking into if we really have to pay?
I think we already signed it
We've
anyways.
already signed
Signed
the
it.
contract.
So,
Not
Who did?
not the additional amount. That hasn't been signed.
oh, that
yet.
hasn't been
No,
signed.
the contract for the truck for
Right.
both of them have been signed.
Right, Eric signed it
And
I
prior
think
to that, it was maybe Ross on the first one, the
on
one
the
that we
first
did
one, yeah,
in
probably, yeah.
22, because
yeah.
we did one in FY 22 and one in FY 23. So those were signed. The funding for the first one was already secured.
Mhm.
The funding for the second one was not yet secured, if I
Through
understand.
town
right.
meeting, no?
Oh, they were both
Yeah,
secured
yeah,
through
yeah,
town meeting,
okay,
but
yeah, yeah.
Melissa hasn't.
I
Melissa's
see,
already
yeah,
bonded and
yeah,
borrowed.
yeah.
We just haven't had to pay it back because we haven't expended it yet. In other words, we haven't written a check
I
to the
check, sure,
company.
yeah.
But both of them are set to go. She may have secured the funding for the second one, but
So what's Eric trying to figure out, if we have to actually
Nelson,
pay
you
this?
mean?
I mean, Nelson, I'm sorry.
just to find out what the deal is, because if we back out, the fire trucks will be much more expensive.
Back out of what? We had a contract. We're not
Well,
backing out.
Well,
Well,
there was
yeah,
a whole
We're
we are.
balking
discussion.
at their request for more money without.
Right, and if we say no, we are probably not getting the fire truck.
Well, what makes that contract any good then? That
Well,
stinks.
there's lawsuits from other states against the same company for doing the same thing to
Right.
them. But in one hand, I get that we should say, say no, thank you. But I also understand if we say no, it's probably gonna cost us another $100,000.
And we're not gonna have, I mean, this is,
So, you kind
it's
of,
gonna take
I
us
just-
another
I just
3
don't-
to 4 years to
Right.
get the truck.
Right.
And what will we pay?
How can they not hold their end of the contract simply because in the contract, there's no clause for an
Because
escalation price, but they're doing it.
In
yeah,
materials.
but it seems
It's
to
not
be-
in there.
It seems to be a practice from what Mary Jane found from other states and other counties. This seems to be this company's practice to do this material increase, even though it's not in the contract.
And they get away with it.
And there's lawsuits against them, but I
I
understand.
know, and I
but we're-
get what you're saying
and-
too.
and I
It's
get-
like,
If we're
but
gonna keep
why,
them running.
why do
So,
we bow to
I
them?
know, but at this point, going forward, we just learned a big lesson. So going forward, we have to be more diligent when we're looking at these
But there's
contracts.
nothing to prevent the same thing from happening
Right.
by any other company, especially when things like steel, aluminum are all,
Well, now
going
those are
like
gonna be in the
that.
contract, I'm sure, because it's
Because I do
happening.
know,
but-
I was reading the ambulance contract, and they
They have a
have,
clause in
They
there
there.
is
have-
a clause.
there is a
Is there?
clause,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that they do, and it says something about a $25,000 contingency, but that can go up.
Right,
Depending, and if there's any money left over, you'll get it back, but they actually did say, we put extra money in there.
So nobody signed a contract saying we're gonna pay that money, or that we addended
it
the
isn't
contract.
signed yet.
Nobody signed it.
For the extra money,
It isn't signed yet. Hasn't been submitted back to SECO. So.
By anyone. Nobody,
did you send it to like Adam and ask Adam?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And if there's anything that we can write back and say, whatever.
We don't like this, but we're paying it anyway. I mean,
I know,
you know, there are other things in that. I don't have that form, but there are other things that they're giving us besides just the 1 year.
okay.
And anyway,
And the other thing is, there aren't a lot of companies that make flags.
no, exactly.
right,
It's
yeah,
like
so-
school buses.
Yeah.
if I were them,
I
I
know,
would
I
write my
get it, I get it.
contracts
It just
differently.
makes me
Yeah.
angry that
It's
this
just,
can
Yeah,
happen.
so, it's almost like, they got you over a barrel, what are you
Right.
gonna do? You're gonna suck it up because if
And
you
I
don't-
just wanna make sure nobody bowed to them and signed a contract.
But
saying,
in the
"Okay,
end,
we'll do
we're
it."
probably gonna bow to
They
them.
haven't received it back. It hasn't been signed. So
Right.
when it is signed, then it will be in play. So it just means we have to borrow a little bit more and the payments are a little bit more. That's all. And we
So
get
it'd
the
be
fire truck.
40,000
Yeah.
between the both of them around there.
And we get a
Yeah.
nice big.
So
shiny
if you
fire truck.
take the two prices, you add them together, you add 86,
Yeah.
give or
all right.
take. That's.
That's
what
not
it
gonna
is.
come across the capital board anyways, right?
No, it shouldn't.
Yeah,
Or
so-
if it does, it will be, it's already approved. It's not like it can be denied.
Hmm.
So, and
And if we need the fire truck, we need the fire truck, and
well, we wouldn't have ordered them if we didn't need them, I assume. Yeah, I don't think I was on capital, at least for the second.
The town
fire truck.
voted for it, not capital.
And the
so-
town, well, capital does approve. This is what
Yeah,
Mm,
we have
Okay.
approved on the capital plan. And then it goes on the town meeting floor and everything was approved. So I think we're also checking on, do we have to get the 86K approved? And if it's not approved, what happens? Well,
86, I thought it was 80, it's 80.
It's somewhere
around,
It's not 80. It's
no,
more than
I thought it
80.
was like 86, but
You did?
it's somewhere
It's,
around there.
it's a plus or minus.
Yeah, it's somewhere in that range.
Hmm.
Well,
all right, let's move on to the water department, which we just discussed, and what he just discussed is not what I have, so.
Oh,
Oh, no, wait a minute, let me line this up. No. That's good. We did, so we're done with water department, all right, police department.
what are they asking for?
Oh, the
Not a
leases,
lot, not a lot.
not a lot, really, you're right.
Okay.
I think it was just the leases for the vehicles.
And that comes out, that is back to coming out of
Of
the,
his budget, right,
which
right.
is where.
And I still, maybe you can explain that to me, Veronica. It's always been that way, but why does it come through capital first? Or at
Because
any-
it's an expenditure over the allowable.
Okay, but he has it in his budget.
Now, yes, we
right,
took
right.
it out to balance the budget for
24.
22 or 23 or 24,
Okay.
whatever fiscal year it
Yeah,
was.
yeah,
We couldn't balance the budget if it was.
I remember
in there.
that.
We split the, funds. It was like 45,000, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like
Like
that.
that, yeah.
And we couldn't balance the budget with that
No.
in there, so we moved it out and put it in capital, because then that used free cash to cover it.
Mhm.
And then, but now it's back in.
Right.
okay. He's actually submitted his 5-year plan, so for 26, it's just 102,520, and again, that's for the leases. He sent a nice letter, I don't know if you guys wanna read it, or,
oh yeah, I read it.
did you? Yeah, yeah,
The vehicle rotation letter.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm moving on to the, electric vehicles.
I don't know about that. I just got a recall on my electric lawnmower. It
Well,
says
you know,
it's not-
at the time when I talked to him last year, he was saying they were cheaper. They
Well,
actually pay more for a fossil fuel.
I got a
cruising
thing
out.
saying, please stop using your lawnmower. It will catch fire. So,
Okay, well, I'm not using it right now, but.
so I said, well, not using it right now, but I don't know what to do with those lithium batteries. Somebody told me, they're in my garage. Somebody told me to put them outside.
Well,
but
I
then-
appreciate him just doing the police vehicles this year, because we don't have a lot.
Absolutely,
So that's all it
absolutely.
is.
He's done this more than once.
Yeah, so I appreciate
So
it.
that's all he
I
wanted.
think,
to do.
I think they
Yeah.
have all tried to, keep things in reason,
Mm-hmm.
given the budget crunch.
Yeah.
So that will help.
So what's everybody's opinion? Facilities will have no capital? Do you know
Well,
anything if he's?
facilities has to bring something forward, but I know that a lot of his things get paid through Green Communities. And the
Through what
Green
community?
Communities grant goes in usually around April.
Mhm.
And I know that they're in process of putting that together.
So he may not really understand what he needs, yeah, or
he
what
may
he's gonna
not
get
know
funded.
what he
Yeah.
needs just at the moment,
Right,
or what's gonna be
Are
funded.
these
by
grants,
that.
are you talking about grants,
The Green Communities
Okay.
grant, the one that has replaced.
windows and?
yeah, yeah.
I
That's
think
been going
he
on for a
paid
while
that,
now.
that,
And,
Oh, okay.
we finished the one, and I just saw the approval, the one that was last in play has been completed and approved as being completed by the state. So now we're eligible, just within the past 3 weeks or so, to open up to apply for a
Because
new
there's so
grant.
much that needs to be done to this
Um,
building.
It's such a fantastic, you know, that,
Nice.
when I ever
I
heard
love-
they may shut Spalding, I was like, oh my God, it's the memories we all had there. And, whatever. I'm going off course here, I'm sorry. All right, so I don't think we have anything else to review for capital, and please let me know if I'm wrong.
As far as I know, that's it.
Right.
So it would be good if, we heard back from the other.
Yeah, I'm gonna contact the highway department about breaking down the lease for the six-wheeler. We've heard from, I don't think I have to talk to the chief. I'd like to find out more about the request from, from what the bunker equipment is. Other than that, does anybody else have anything they want to add, or?
That's it. Right?
Okay.
I just think that maybe, somebody should, talk with Rob about.
Yeah, I'll, you know what, I'll do that too, when I talk to,
Maybe there might be some historic grants out there or something that, maybe.
or if he's got anything he wants to,
I mean,
make us aware of that
for-
might be coming up, just
for
so.
a fact, up on that third floor, I was up there last fall.
Third floor where?
Up here,
Yeah,
wind blowing, I thought those windows were gonna fall in. Because they're rattling, so like,
Oh, really?
oh my goodness.
we've had some wind this winter, that's for sure.
And they have
So
such
you're
pretty
gonna
glass
contact
windows
Well,
here.
that's it, they're beautiful
Yeah, I will,
windows,
I
and
will,
but there's a lot of rot out there.
And you'll
around
talk
Well,
the
I know
window.
that one of these requests is to put some
Yes,
bonds or
yes,
something
yep,
protective
yep.
around the
I will.
glass windows is on one of these sheets.
But they ought to do it, so they ought to do it right.
Yeah, but I really do like the stained glass windows. I hope
I
they,
love the stained glass.
actually, this building's really nice.
It is.
It's a really
Oh, it's a
pretty
lovely
building.
Oh,
It's
I
really
love this
pretty
place,
building.
I grew up.
I mean, the
with this
woodwork's
is-
beautiful and everything.
Oh,
It's-
absolutely.
and
But you
stained.
can see like in the hall, there's things are starting to,
So there are,
the longer you wait, the worse it gets.
well, I think it's a combination of whatever he needs for here, and versus what goes into green communities.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, no truck or anything, he just got a truck, and I don't know, maybe he does.
But he takes
I will
care of,
contact.
he takes care of all the other buildings.
Exactly,
I mean,
lawnmowers,
there
things
must be
like that,
something that he's,
right. We'll see, I'm gonna give him a call and see if
Alright.
he has anything, and we'll get
Yeah,
together.
maybe he could come in next week, maybe next Friday would be a.
Yeah, that is our next meeting, I believe.
We're
It
all
is.
Fridays.
Yeah,
Yeah, next
Yeah.
Friday at 4.
Yeah.
And the following
Third.
Friday at 4, the 28th.
Yeah, and then
The
possibly, and the
27th?
28th, is that with the
I've got
selectmen? Or
The
if we need be
27th
whatever?
says-
27th would
Was-
be
Yeah.
joint capital finance.
Mm-hmm.
And the 28th is if we need it. And I think the plan
Good.
has to go in at the beginning of March.
Yeah.
It has to, so we
And
have
there's-
to vote.
So
So
we
hey-
have to fill in those bonds.
Who has those? I don't have any of those. Anybody got the
What?
It's
forms?
all in the
Well, it's
policies.
in the
You can
policy.
get it.
Oh, it is? I got it here then, if it's in the
Yeah.
policies.
Yeah,
Alright. No,
it's in
I printed it out. It's right here.
Yeah,
What we could do
it's in
Because
the-
at one time, we voted to not do those.
Oh, okay.
That was a few years ago.
I was on the board at that time.
Were you?
And I was the only one that did them. No one else did them.
Oh, because
So
we
we
hated
voted
them.
not to do them.
Oh, okay.
And
So- All right, so we're gonna continue with that then. Let's,
Oh, it's
so the
just,
28th could be the time where we vote. Make sure we have all the.
oh, it's just.
yeah,
that-
okay.
that rating
There
sheet,
isn't
right?
much to do on the
Just
forms
that.
this year because we don't have that many asks.
Yeah, that-
No, we don't. So it should be,
Are you gonna check with Roger with Cemetery and Parks too?
yeah, I could do that. I'm surprised. He's usually,
He was in last night.
Yeah, and he hadn't
He
spent
didn't,
the
he
money
didn't,
that.
yeah, there was,
so maybe he doesn't. I'll contact him anyways. All right. Well, if no one else has any questions or comments or anything, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I'm gonna adjourn at 4:50 p.m.
You know, second it.
Okay, vote.
yes.
Carol Hofstas, yes.
Veronica Kelly, yes.
Mark Hussey, yes, we're adjourned at 4:50.
Yeah.